Hi everyone, this is a tour of a 1988 Sleekcraft Enforcer 26-foot model, and not a real common boat. I haven't made them in over a decade, and you certainly don't see a lot of them in the Midwest. And this boat, actually not the original color, you probably figured that out. This boat has been repainted. That's not vinyl. Repainted about 20 years ago. You can see the trailer there. Those are aftermarket wheels, but the original trailer. And still the original windshield, original railing, but all the paint, every bit of it has been redone. And I actually get asked a lot what type of boat this is when I'm on the lake, because there's no decals or anything that says what it is. And the Merc Cruiser Bravo 1. And the teak swim platforms, I actually just redid those this year and put new exhaust tips on there just because the other ones were getting kind of corroded. And a quick view of the top hatch. And the original exterior color, the only way, or the only place I found where you can still see the colors of this boat, if you look right there, you can see it was actually yellow and pink. So this boat now that's black and red was originally white, yellow, and pink. That classic 1980s color scheme everybody loved. And that carried over into the interior too. All that is, or was, pink as well, which that's been redone. And the Sleekcraft Enforcer decals I added, like I said, just because there's no indicator on the boat what actually this model is, so it's kind of a cool little way to identify it. And I'll try and get on the top here. And that's the interior of the 88 Sleekcraft. And we'll go check out the inside now. All right, an interior tour of the 88 Enforcer and the hatch lid with that decal, which was not something factory, obviously. That was just added because I thought it looked cool. And the interior bay, Chevy 502 marine engine. TMI Thunder exhaust has been added. And battery compartment right there. And pretty clean overall for a 30-year-old boat. Carpeting's still pretty good back here. And moving on to the bench seat. The actual seat has been replaced. That was originally painted black and got incredibly hot, so I went ahead and replaced that. And everything that's actually black in here was originally 1980s bubblegum pink. And the previous owner actually painted that. And I mean, it looks pretty good for paint. You can see it on the other side here. Same thing. And I'll go ahead and show underneath the bench seat some storage. And you can see the battery on-off system, amplifier, and just some ski ropes and storage. And moving down, you can see the aftermarket speaker setup here. Those are all added there. And all the carpeting, that's still the original 1988 carpet. Now the bench seats, I actually had to replace. They were all rotted. And I found these captain's chairs online, just as kind of a simple swap. And they turned out pretty good. They matched pretty good for something not original. Okay, and the control dash, that's all been repainted too. You can see the top there. And the control panels, all the dials, that's all been repainted. Original dials, original trim tab, indicators, but all that's been repainted at some point too. And the radio system, not in a real good spot, but that's really the only spot you could actually put it, so Some storage under there. And moving on to the interior, which has had a huge amount of work done to it. Okay. This was actually all original. Pink, again, 1980s cloth pink. And I stripped everything out, took it to an upholstery shop, and redid it with this waterproof vinyl with the black stitching. You can see too those speakers and the LED lighting system under there too. And moving on to some other stuff that was added. This stuff I did add, just the decal with the blue lights above. Thought it looked kind of neat. Mirror setup on the other side, aftermarket fan. And this actually originally had a sink in it, which I was not a fan of. It was the original, looked pretty bad, so I just took that out, just made it into a little storage area. And with the power to the sink, I just went ahead and mounted a TV. And front, again, all that was 1980s pink, which has been changed to red. And actually the port lights up there, you originally couldn't see through those. They were actually solid black. So I took those out and actually made new ones so you can actually see out there. And all the carpet on the ceilings, that's still the original stuff. LED light, mirror system right there. And that pretty much wraps it up for the interior system. Let's go ahead and do one more walk out here. And the other thing on these, I haven't seen many with a horn. I think one of the previous owners added that. I'll go ahead and give it a honk here. And you can tell that's extremely loud. Not something you're going to use pretty often, but kind of a neat little thing. And that's the interior.